This outsourcer engineer or builder has a new solution how to develop IT projects. Sachin, please come on stage.
Thanks,
Great to have you back.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Sachin. And what I'd like to tell you is that I'm an engineer. How many engineers do we have in the room? Oh, Stephen, I see you there. And as an engineer, I can tell you that building software is really difficult. The speccing, the process, the putting it together, the trying to find out all the details that a customer might want. But it's even harder for the tens of millions of people, the hundreds of millions of small businesses that start every year, to be able to start figuring out how to build this. And so when we were thinking about the problem that we're solving with Builder, we sort of dawned on this number. $500 billion was spent by small, medium businesses building outsourced technology. This could be an e-commerce app. This could be an order management. This could be the pediatrician who wants to do patient onboarding. This could be Pepsi and their marketing department that wants to launch an app for launching a new beverage. And then this was a shocking number. 78% of that $580 billion was wasted. It was late, not delivered, not to spec. We've all seen that movie before. How many of us have got a friend that had an idea to build something? Come on, there's more than that. I know it's early morning, guys. Come on, I'm sick, so if I can stand up here, you can wave your hands. And many of those people never get past the stage of just the idea, and those that start have an unfortunate 78% failure. And why does that happen? What are the four main reasons why most custom-made software doesn't work? Well, firstly, it's incomplete specs. How many of you know how to write a spec of a software project? How many of you would know which languages to use? Or how to grade an engineer? But we're expected to make all those decisions to be relevant in the digital world. More and more companies are becoming software inclined. Either they are software first, where the core competitive advantage is the technology that runs them, or they are software powered, where the operational advantage is driven by software. And now not being able to build software to operate, to control your destiny as a small, medium business is no longer an option. There's a huge amount of fragmentation of the supply. You know, one of my friends actually said to me that we were having a chat and we were trying to find parallels between software development and other industries. And we realized that software dev shops are akin to jewelry makers or custom t-shirt shops. Cottage industries where it's complete supply-side bias. The eye is in the beholder of the person that's supplying it, not in the customer that wants it. And fundamentally, there's a lack in trust of supply. The people that are delivering the software projects for customers, for small businesses, they fundamentally lack trust with their customer. It's a time and material business, and it's because it's a time and material business, most customers end up between two states of mind. No one wants to be irrelevant. Who wants to be irrelevant in the audience? I don't. Most small businesses don't want to be irrelevant. In the next decade, most companies are going to be software companies, whether they like it or not. Either they're going to be software powered or software first. And if that is the situation and they don't want to be irrelevant, then they're coming up with ideas to be relevant. But these ideas need them to be able to build technology. And so then you come into their two states. They're stuck between the fear of irrelevance, the bottom end of our curve, and the fear of failure. What happens when it doesn't work? What happens when I put half the company's marketing budget to go build an app and it doesn't work? And so it's a fight for survival and relevance, but it's also a fight to be able to deliver and stay relevant. We're changing this from the ground up. How are we doing that? One platform that allows people to build, run, and scale custom software or tailor-made software. And it's very important to understand that run and scale are key parts of the journey. Because if we gave a small business a bespoke piece of software or a tailor-made software or a custom software, and then said, go figure out how to run it yourself. Go figure out how to scale it yourself. Go figure out how to make sure it's going to keep running because Facebook changed its API or Stripe integration doesn't work anymore. You're setting up the next set of businesses that are using technology for failure. And our belief is that all you need is an idea. Probably a well-thought-out idea, but all you need is an idea. And our human-assisted AI will connect reusable features, the things that most software has, we have 500 of them, with talent around the world that will make those features unique. This means that you're not paying $5,000 to build login, but you're spending $250 instead. This means you're not spending £1,000 to do a push notification, but you're spending £100 to do it instead. I'd like to show you how. Welcome to Studio. So you come in, most people will say, I want to build a mobile app. My mobile app is like Uber. We've heard that story many times. You can then hit next, and unlike a typical dev shop experience, we'll tell you the 36 features that belong in an Uber app. You're able to see how much it costs, like time tracker here, it's 600 euros. But it really may cost us 6,000, but we split the cost of that feature across maybe 10 or 20 customers. You're able to see the maximum price, the price is guaranteed. And you're able to add and remove features and see a real-time change to the cost of your project. And unlike most other dev shops, if we deliver ahead of schedule, you pay less, but you never pay more than the price that was stated. You're able to see what it looks like, just we added this capture feature as we went along. And you're even able to add custom features so that you can make it completely tailored but benefit from all the unique things that are unique to your benefit, benefit from the uniqueness of your idea, but use the collective knowledge of everything that's been built before on our platform. You can choose how fast you want your project. The faster it is, the more expensive it is. If you have time, you can make it slower. You can say, I need these things to be really fast and everything else I can wait for. And all of this is done transparently in a browser, machine operated. A typical dev shop project takes 8 months. 2 months of those 8 months is spent in pricing, spec, timelines. We just did this in 1 minute, 30 seconds. A typical dev shop project takes another 4 weeks after sign-off to allocate teams, finalize specifications, finalize those pieces. We do that in about 10 minutes. Organizing talent in 142 different dev shops that we've graded. And you can see it's working. Whether it's the fact that we have 4 times the number of active projects running compared to December last year, or the 77% increase in net revenue year on year, or the simple fact that we went from a supply network of only 70 dev shops and we're 143. That gives us access to about 85,000 people that work for them, of which we've probably graded about 5,000. And 4,000, and we use at any point between 15 to 18% of that network. The benefit of our platform is it allows people to use things that are custom for them, but also leverage the building blocks and the features that we've used before. So you're not having to pay for duplicated work, for repeated code. And you've got a path all the way from building to running, care, which makes sure that the software never goes out of date, through to build a cloud, which makes sure that all the pieces, that all the infrastructure, all the analytics that your software needs is provided to you in a single marketplace. And there's one more thing. What if your idea could come to life in 10 minutes? And all you needed was an idea. Watch this space. Thank you so much.